Hello guys, I'm like super excited. Oh gosh, it's not gonna look okay. This video is going to be all about adjusting to Korea and how I adjusted to Korea. So here's some tips, some tricks, or whatever you want to call them. Advice really is more what it is. It's advice. Here's some advice for you guys if you're going to Korea or even any foreign country and you're figuring out how you're going to adjust. I have my little notepad here. There's quite a few written pages. I'm not gonna lie to you, because quite a few things I have to remember. Right, okay, found the page. So, is that a spider floating mid? Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a spider. There's a spider thinking it can make his web in my yard. In my own bedroom. It's a tiny one. It will die. But why? Why would you do that? So the first tip that I would advise to you, the absolute first, is to do as much research about wherever it is that you are going for a long period of time. I know this sounds like an obvious tip, but there is someone out there who's not going to do it. There is someone out there who's not going to do a single ounce of research. Some people are that daring and that brave, and I'm telling you, don't be. Like, do research on mannerisms, etiquette, you know, workplace, how the workplace runs, what hierarchies are there. Do research on the area that you're going to. Do research on even like the TV shows that you can watch, how you're gonna watch things out there, how the internet works out there. Like, do all that kind of research. I, before going to Korea, didn't have to do as much because I've always been interested in Korea from like secondary school. I'd been to Korea before this experience as well, so I went to Korea for about 5 days before that, before I went to Korea to live for a year. Because in 2016 I went, so there was that as well. What else? Yeah, so I didn't have to do as much research, but I still researched mannerisms. I brushed up to make sure what's correct, and they're not going to expect it of you because you are a foreigner, but it's nice and you won't feel too much of an outsider if, you know, you're constantly being told that you're doing something incorrect. So at least this way you can know some stuff, and they'll be very impressed with you as well. It will show that you actually care about your role and position that you are in. Try and arrive at least a day before you go to Korea to stay. I did it. I arrived there a day before, but I didn't do it on purpose. I had to arrive a day before because if you are part of the Epik program, you need to get there a certain time, and if you can't get there for that time, then you need to arrive the day before. If that was my case, didn't arrive a day before on purpose, but let me tell you, it helped because my hotel was literally in the town center. Samsung. It was in Samsan. So my hotel was in Samsan. So when I arrived to the hotel, it was kind of like late afternoon, but I was able to like go out, look around, see the town center, see what was there, see what was missing. Wasn't really much missing, and just got to walk about and wonder, see the different like buses as well. So I got to see what buses were there. I took pictures of like the bus stops and the bus numbers and things like that, because I knew that I was going to come back here again. But what that also helped me to do was then kind of connect the buses, where they go, where they stop, kind of thing as well. I would advise that you do that. Again, you can look around any area that you want or where you want. You might want somewhere closer to where you are, but I didn't know exactly where in Ulsan I was staying, so I just did it on a whim. And that kind of all depends on how much money you have as well. I understand that could affect you. So when you get to Korea, your co-teacher should help you with prepping everything that you need to be ready in Korea, such as your alien registration card and what's the other thing? your medical, you need to get like a medical checkup, and then that would also help you get your insurance that you'll get there. What else? Oh, phone. They'll help you set up your phone. And I can't think of what else they'll help you set up. Oh, your house. They'll make sure that your house has everything that your contract says that it's going to have. And you should make sure that that is the case too. They'll make sure that everything's working. Also make sure that everything's working. Try everything. Try out your rice cooker. If you have a rice cooker, I say rice cooker, that's the thing I use the most. But there's toaster, kettle, cooker, all of that. And also your gas and electric should also be checked as well. Your co-teacher should help you, but depending on your like my co-teacher was great, but just in case your co-teacher doesn't do what they're supposed to, just make sure that you're on it, make sure it's done. So that would be tip number 3. Make sure that everything is set up. One thing that I struggled with in Korea was that I got a prepaid card, and I got it to help me survive basically before I get like a phone contract. Rather than getting me a phone contract, my co-teacher ended up getting me just kind of topping up the prepaid card, which is actually a bit more expensive than just getting a contract for the year. So I kind of wish that she had did that, but by the time I realized that I was paying way more that way, some time had already passed. I think like, oh god, when did I go? It was October, so some months like passed. So at that point it's like there's no point going for a contract for a year because I'm not here for more time. Tip number 4 links to tip number 3, and that is while you're also making sure that everything is cleared up and set out, make sure you find all your important spots. Make sure you find your bus stop, make sure you find your police station. I hope you don't need it, but make sure you find it. Make sure you know where your local doctors is. So you have the hospitals, but then your hospital could also be your doctor's clinic, but you're probably gonna have like a small we call them a GP, don't know what other people call them, but a small general practice where you have like maybe 1 or 2 doctors in there. I had to visit mine. That was the best experience. Quick, snappy, easy, very cheap. Like, okay, so the NHS is free, healthcare and all that is free here. However, you still have to pay for your prescription. My visit to the GP and my prescription cost less than getting just a prescription here in the UK. Just make sure you walk around your area and see what's there. Your corner shops, your grocery stores, those kind of things, because if you do that within like the first few days, what you have is your bearings, so then you feel like you know where everything is, rather than if you do it when you need it, right? So let's say one of the first things you'll probably find is your grocery store. Say, okay, you got your grocery store set and then you need a doctor 6 months later, you're still gonna feel so much more like a newbie because you have to ask where the doctor's is. Whereas like obviously if you're at home, you know exactly where your doctor's is because you're registered with them. So little things like that could just help you to adjust and feel secure being in whatever foreign country that you are in. So tip number 5, in order to adjust to a foreign country, and for me this really helps me, and I think is one of the reasons why I miss Korea so much, and I really wish that I could go back, is because I stayed super active. I made the point to visit as many places as possible. I can't speak for, you know, all countries, but in Korea I was in Ulsan. That's not Seoul, that's not Busan, it's not as big as the two, but I was still able to find so many things that I could do. Like I found hikes, I found lakes, I found parks. If I wanted to go to Busan, it was a bus ride away. There was loads of temples, so there was always something to do. So I would suggest that you go out, stay active, and this is going to be the hardest bit to do, well for me it was, but stay active on days that you are also working as well. This will help if you have friends, obviously, because your friends will want to stay active with you. Yeah, if you're doing Epik, you should have an Epik orientation, so that's a really good way for you to make friends because they let you know who's going to your area. My Epik orientation was really late so I didn't have an Epik orientation, but I still managed to make friends. Yeah, go out and stay active. If you're also not sure what to do in terms of staying active, one of my favorite things to do was going calf hunting. Now, if you know anything about Korea, Korea is known for their calves, their aesthetic calves. Oh my god, they're so much fun. They're a nice, lovely way to just chill out. So one thing that I would do was that I would literally like pick an area, or even just be in my own area, and I will just walk around and I will find a really cute aesthetic calf. Like I'll show you some here. So there's one called the One Calf. This was really cool with like a modern Renaissance vibe. And then there was this another one called Turtle Milk, which is such a cute name, right? Turtle Milk. And it had squirtle teddies everywhere. That one was super cool as well. It was really cute. It had a very rustic vibe to it. And it couldn't sit more than like 15 people. It was never packed. Loved it. Another one that I came across was Tin Man, and I came across that one quite late. Don't know why I didn't go to that calf, but that one was super cute as well. Here's some pictures of it, and what I really loved is that they had a dog called Oz. It wasn't so. So these are some of the tips that helped me out. I hope that they can be useful for you guys as well. If you have any tips, like if you moved to a foreign country like me and you have any tips, please put them down below. I think things like this is like really helpful just to help people transition. So if you're going to be a part of the Epik program, comment down below, and if you have any tips, comment down below as well, and hopefully we can get a little community focus, bro. So we can start a little community happening, and yeah. But I think that's it for my tips on how to adjust to Korea / a foreign country. There's 5 tips for you guys. So yeah, I have some more videos coming out about my Epik experience. Yeah, and hopefully doing it like this makes the information a bit more digestible and makes my videos a lot less of a mess, because the last one was a mess. Yeah, so lovely seeing you guys again. Know it's been a while. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Mind how you grow.